Hello everyone. Today we are going to go over the CentreStack cluster management. Let's log in, and after login we are looking at the dashboard. CentreStack is a multi-tenant capable solution here, so you can see multiple tenant as the tenant manager in the dashboard. You don't have to have multiple tenant if you're just using this for your own company. So you can have one single tenant as the default tenant, or you can leave the default tenant alone and then create yet another tenant and using that for your own company. Or you set it up at a central data center location and then provide a solution for all your customers, your clients. And in a tenant manager, you can do a single click through to manage all your tenants. So here's a more fit for the managed service provider workflow. So you don't really want to leave a web browser to manage a different location. You just click through to manage different tenants, and you can see their users, their team folders, and in the dashboard, and you can see a lot more, and including the device manager. So you can manage from a centralized location to the tenant, and then from the tenant to the user, from their user to the device, one single place you can manage them all. And now here's the branding section. So you can change the logo, change the image to make it fit and look and feel like your solution, your own solution. You can brand the Windows client, you can brand the Mac client, and for the iOS and the Android client, if you look into that green bar, it says that for the iOS and Android client now you can brand it from the partner portal automatically. And here are the different emails you can change to make it look and feel like yours. And you can also change the email service to send the emails from your own account. The worker node concept here is that you can have multiple nodes for load balancing, and most of the time you just using one. So one worker node is a very common setup for small scale. Let's say less than 500 users, less than 1,000 users, one worker node is fine. And for the storage manager, there's some OneDrive, Google Drive, OneDrive for business integration. And the client version manager, you can automatically push out the clients. So client auto upgrade that you don't, for the users who has the CentreStack client installed, the Windows client, the Mac client can get pushed out from one single location. And application manager, there's Office 365 integration and things like that. For the settings, you can turn on two-step verification. For the antivirus, if you have antivirus engine you want to hook in. For the single sign-on, if you have a SAML provider, like identity provider. And the default group policy is the policy you can set for all your tenants in the system here. So you define it in one single place, and then you don't have to define it in every single tenant. There's also a language section. So if we ship with German, French, Italian, right? So if you have a language that we don't ship, you can do the self-service to translate that into your own language. So that's it. Thank you very much.